These are the biggest developments on the first day of the opening of the college football transfer portal. And this year's spring transfer portal window is sponsored by Teamworks Intelligence. Their mission is simple: more hits, fewer misses, and player evaluation. So let's get into these developments. Up first, transfer portal's biggest name. It's less than a week after Pete Naco shook up the college football world. Nico Iamaleava is in the portal. A week ago, last Thursday, Pete Naco's reported that Nico was just in negotiations. There was a lot of pushback on that report, but now he's officially in the transfer portal. Talk to Pete. It'll be in this show, but some of the contenders have already bowed out. Now, initially, there was thought to be 3 teams involved, and already UNC and Tulane is out. UCLA, though, they are still holding strong on its offer to Nico, which is significantly less than the reported $4 million that he's asking for. So we'll see if UCLA ups that number. But remember, the relationship between UCLA and the Iamaleavas might be a little strained. Nico's brother, his younger brother, flipped from the Bruins to Arkansas on signing day of this year. So we'll see if that affects the recruitment of Nico from the transfer portal. We'll just have to wait and see. But right now, I don't even want to call him a front runner. But right now, it seems like UCLA is the team being mentioned with Nico the most. Well, it seems that I should have called them a front runner. Just after we finished taping, it was announced that Nico is expected to transfer to UCLA. So there you have it. Nico heads back to the West Coast. But will this be a good fit? Only time will tell. Speaking of former 5-star QBs, we got another one on the move. The one-time Miami commitment, one-time Gator commitment, Arizona State transfer, now UGA transfer. Yep, I'm talking Jaden Rashada. Remember that name? He's on the move again. According to Pete Nakos, UConn and Tulane are the contenders. We know Tulane was named with Nico, but now they are no longer considered interested. Maybe they are turning their attention to another former 5-star recruit. Speaking of former 5-star recruits, we got a pair of former top 5 wide receivers back in the portal. I'm talking Micah Hudson. He already left Texas Tech for Texas A&M. Now he announced he is leaving A&M. A return to Texas Tech is not being ruled out. We could see the other former 5-star wide receiver. It's Jonte Cook. Remember, he signed with Texas, left this offseason, announced he was attending Washington, but that never happened. He's now back in the portal. Now, there's various reasons why these guys are transferring from the schools that they sign with, but out of high school, they were considered top 5 at their position. Is there anybody out there willing to give them a chance? I think there will be. All right. Big name, small school. This is always fun in the transfer portal when we see these guys at smaller schools being courted by big name programs D1. We got one happening right now. Teams like Michigan, Colorado, Alabama, USC, UF, Penn State, and more are recruiting a player from South Dakota. We're talking 6'7", 315-pound offensive tackle Joe Cotton. That is the name to know when it comes to smaller school names being poached by top-tier D1 programs. We see these names pop up every now and again. It's always fun because they were never really recruited out of high school. They didn't have a big announcement in their gymnasium. They weren't broadcast live on the On3 Recruits channel. But all of a sudden, after playing a couple years at a lower level, you got top coaches in America blowing up their phones. It has to be a crazy experience if you're one of these guys. It happens in a blink of an eye, but it's happening right now to Joe Cotton. We'll see where he ends up. All right, the last topic I want to talk to you guys about is more big names to come. Remember, today's just the first day that you have to put your name in the portal, not the last day by any means. So 2 guys I'm keeping an eye on, and right now I got no reason to believe they're leaving, but quarterbacks, Avery Johnson and Sawyer Robertson. Avery Johnson is at K-State. Sawyer Robertson is at Baylor, and they're just names to watch right now. I have every belief to say that they're going to stay where they're at, but we know there's a big dog out there looking for a quarterback, and its name is Tennessee. Will Tennessee be able to get their hooks in on an Avery Johnson or a Sawyer Robertson? Those are 2 quarterbacks I'm watching. So those are the biggest developments on the first day of the portal. I mean, those are my biggest developments. You guys, tell me, what are your biggest developments from day one of the spring transfer portal window. Let me know, comment section below.